Okay, let me know if the music is a little bit too loud. I'll turn it down a little bit. Yo, yo, yo. What is up? Ahoy. 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 What's up, Kara Fox? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Daniel? Alright, let me make sure I have everything here. Sorry, I was doing some Twitter cleanup. Oh, Lordy. Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to talk here in just a second. Mainly going to be focusing on Necromancer spoilers. We can talk a little bit about Puffin and stuff. That's really cool. I think Puffin's going to be pretty strong, but it's not a hero I think I'm wanting to delve into. I don't know. The cog system just doesn't quite hit for me. I don't know why. Couldn't really tell you. Oh yeah, Gravy's going to be super complex. I'm really excited to see what really, really good deck builders do in terms of how they build them. Alrighty. Sorry, y'all, some housekeeping stuff. What's up, Amal? How you doing? Who cares? It's chicken fried steak time. We need to get on the gravy boat. Oh my goodness. I'm actually hungry, so that's like a terrible thing to think about. Amal, I haven't seen you in here, my friend. Alrighty. We'll give everybody like 1 or 2 more minutes, y'all. I appreciate y'all being patient. We're just kind of chilling, just kind of hanging out. Been trying to make content on the new set. I'm working night shift hours now, so like this week it hasn't been bad. I've been pretty good about going to bed on time, and by going to bed I mean going to sleep at like 9 a.m. But it does make it weird for me when I wake up because like then I get ready to start my day. Like I'm going to work in 4.5 hours, so I'm getting used to that schedule. And all the spoilers are during the day, so it hasn't been too bad. Puffin does look fun. But I don't know. The cog thing is really interesting to me. I want to figure out. All 3 of these heroes look. Well, Marlon, we don't quite know yet. We don't have enough on Marlon yet, in my opinion. But Gravy and Puffin both look extremely complex. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. I kind of did a pseudo spoiler wrap up of day 1 yesterday, but I didn't get all the cards, obviously. So we'll go over them today, and then I'm starting to make a list for sheer fun. Is like the most biggest grain of salt in the history of the world, but you know, it's spoiler season. That's the whole point of it, right? Start thinking of stuff. I read Puffin as a mid-range disruptive hero with big payoffs if you can set her up correctly. Yeah, I mean, her disruption's interesting, though, because, like, the only disruption she really has is Palantir, right? Am I crazy? I mean, you can steal items they control, so that's pretty nice, but that's more of a situational thing. No, the whole set is definitely not spoiled, Maddie. We still have. They have it here. This should pop up. Yeah. So we still have a lot. We still have a bunch of commons for Necromancer. We have 2 more Majestics that haven't been spoiled yet. Looks like a play set of rares. And then, as you can see, like we have a lot. A lot of the commons, a lot of the big ticket stuff has been spoiled. So they're kind of doing the same thing, I think, that they did last spoiler season, where they only show the Majestics and rares. So, and then we also have all these expansion slots. And we also have a couple other things. Do we think amulets are majestic? That's so funny. Yeah, I was assuming Hamal, what are they going to do? They're probably going to release the set in its entirety probably after day 1 of Taipei, I'm assuming. Like, give the people who are going to the event the chance to open the fun, cool cards, and then after day 1, they'll probably release the whole set, is my guess. I pre-ordered a whole case and the Gray Bones deck, eager to play Necro after release. That's sick, Maddie. Yeah, for me, I'm going to do a box or 2 just for fun because I like opening. But I'm really just interested in Necromancer, so I'm just going to get a play set of everything Necromancer and then, you know, go from there. Because Marlin, like, I'll slowly piecemeal it together. That's what they did at Prague. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, as you can see, most of the set is not spoiled yet. But yeah, I want to talk about Gravy today. Just have some fun. Kind of give my general thoughts on a lot of the cards. And also get y'all's thoughts. Because I love spoiler season because people think in such different ways. And I have a very limited scope on how I like to think about things. So hearing other people's wild thoughts is always fun. Never cared for mech until I started seeing more cards from the set. Look, you kind of want to check out Puffin. I'm glad. I mean, mech is it's so funny because a lot of people, including myself, were holding on to these mechanologist cards, like holding on to Twin Drive, holding on to Pulse Wave Harpoon, because they're really, you know, good cards. But Boost, I mean, Boost might not even be a thing. What's up, Rage? How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. Yeah, the art in this set is it's so interesting, set 2, because you have almost like 3 different styles in the same set. Like we have like this, I'm just going to use generic terms. We have like this like arcane metrics floating city style, right? And then you have Gravy Bones, which is like Pirates of the Caribbean, freaking reimagined in like, you know, drawing form. And then you have like Marlin, which is very much like what you would expect a pirate to be. You know what I mean? It's like traditional good pirate. And then you have like the fun, like, you know, sea-bearing stuff. So it's like really interesting how they have all the different art styles in the set, which we haven't really had, right? A lot of the sets have been like one cohesive art style, even throughout multiple classes, whereas this set's like completely different. Yeah, I'm excited to move on from mech to AJ. I think Boost is a hard mechanic to expand upon, really, without breaking it. Now the next thing they have to do is try to fix Intimidate and Brute. We'll see what happens there. Go Tall Mech. Yeah, Go Tall Mech. Being able, like, where's the card? This one. Stupid. It's a 2 for 6 that 3 times you can tap a cog you control. This gets +1. If it's the 3rd time, destroy a defending card. So it's essentially, if you have a cog set up, it's what, a 2 for 9? Because how does the cog work again? I always forget what the cog does. Where's the cog? Where's the cog? Or is it just any cog? You can use different ones, right? Copper cog, and then they have the other ones, which is really interesting. Palantir Arena is one of my new favorite cards. Yeah, it's a good card. How about that best boy? Oh, Scooby. Okay, so I've been a defender. This is the only negative thing I'll say this stream. I have been such a defender of Gravy Bones as a name. Like, I feel like some people are just getting so worked up about a dad joke level pun, right? I feel like people are just, some people need to eat a Snickers or something. But this name is a little bit too much for me. Like, there's definitely some fun coy play on words. Like, even Brian Gottlieb saying that when he thinks of pirates as a kid, he thinks of Scooby-Doo, I guess. So you can tell that there was some influence here. Dog named Scuba. It's funny. The Necro card pool is actually much bigger than typical because of how many one-color cards they have. Cool for deck building. Yeah, Elliot, and it's a new class, right? So they need to support a lot of different cards. Yeah, the Young Gravy Bone art I actually like more, and that's not like a diss on this art because this art is sick, but I love this art. Is there anything right, bud? Okay, that's not something I was making sure what I'm wearing. Oh, gotcha. Golden Cog is 1 Steam Counter Crank. Yeah. Gonna run 3 of Palantir and 57 Bronze Cogs. Oh, it's like the meme where people run all the chivalries, right? He's the guy who likes graves and bones. Then we're gonna get some generic ally hate for the last legendary. The other legendary is Codex of Frailty. I hope they don't do too much ally hate, personally. So this is coming from someone who loves Assassin, right? Which naturally hates ally decks, right? We hate board state for the most part. I think there just needs to be counterplay. Like, allies are going to do good into heroes that can't generate enough action points to deal with them. But they also have a lot of trouble. Like, Gravy Bones playing into, like, Syndra and even Katsu and Fi is going to be a nightmare, right? And I think that's the point. Like, I'm just saying, like, I hope they don't make a bunch of generic ally hate. I think there should be some polarization with board state heroes, but that's just me. You think it's Warmongers? I haven't heard that a lot, Hamal. Codex would make sense for the set, but it depends if they still want it in the game at some point or not. So, Setsu, we're going to talk about that. So, actually, let me pull that up. There's a bunch of different ways. Hold on a second, Setsu. I got you. I put it up in YouTube, I think. Or not on YouTube, in Discord. Where is it? There it is. Can we open it? Hold on 1 second, Setsu. I got you. Oh, I can do it this way. Hold up. I know how I can do it. We can open in browser. There we go. Ooh, that's up close and personal. Hold up. Bonk, bonk. There we go. So this is like one of like interesting and synergistic ways, and I won't go super in depth on this because it's not the point of the start of the stream. But there's a lot of like synergistic ways, Setsu, to like create resources. Now this line right here is just a more fun Christmas line, but you can kind of understand how you're gonna make resources very quickly with this deck. Like your hand, any 5-card hand with Chum and Give No Quarter. Like, or it doesn't have to be Chum. It could just be Give No Quarter. Or a 4-card hand. You could even lower this. Like, being able to play Give No Quarter and get the 6 Power Boy out. I mean, normally Humperdinck costs 6 to play. Humperdinck costs 6 to play, and it's only going to cost 3 with Give No Quarter, which makes it a lot easier. But even then, like, Dead Threads is going to help a lot. There's just a bunch of different ways you can do it, right? Like, being able to play, activate your offhand, look at the blue on top of the deck, play Give No Quarter, basically gain 6 resources essentially with allies. Since you've now played a blue card this turn, you can activate the hero ability, draw, discard. Discard doesn't even have to be Chum. It could be any ally, honestly. Gain a resource from Dead Threads, play Humperdinck for 3, play a card like Flying High, not even come to fight, anything that gives Go Again, and then swing with Humperdinck with Go Again, and then play your last ally. Like, I think there is a lot of ways that you're going to be able to cheat resources, but like at a base level, like you're going to be able to cheat resources, obviously, with Giving a Quarter. This is arguably the most powerful card in the deck, in my opinion, for what you're trying to do. Like when you talk about different things. But you also just gain a resource. If you notice, a lot of these, and I guess that's the first thing we can talk about. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff we can talk about. But like, if you notice, a lot of these allies cost 1, right? Like Cuddy Shark costs 1. Rigor Mortis costs 1. You know, let's see, go down here. I have them in the, actually, let's do this. So you have Rigor Mortis and Cuddy Shark that cost 1. You know, a lot of these cost 0. Who else? Shelly and the other 2 cost 2. Like, there's ways that you're going to be able to cheat out resources. Dead Threads is going to be ridiculous. I don't think you could do Legendary, AJ, because this, and I talked about this in my last video, or I talked about it. First off, go look at the Table Pit. They do a really good job. I'm going to actually link their thing. This is totally random, but I was talking on their podcast last night. If you don't go to their podcast every week, it's not even it's a call-in like show, which is always sick. Hold up, y'all. Some people might know who they are. Some people might not. But I'm going to put their link. They're not live right now, obviously. But every Thursday night, they go live at 8 p.m. We were talking about it last night. They do a really good stuff. You can call into their show and like talk live. Anyway, we were talking about it last night. There's not inherent Go Again in this hero. I think this hero is paying for the sins of Dromai a little bit. And I think they understood that, you know, you can't give this hero a bunch of action points. It's just going to be too polarizing. And I think, I will say it all to say, AJ, I think that's the reason they're not legendaries. You're going to need a lot of allies to like be able to have the options and draw, discard, and sit through. If you made it legendary, the damage ceiling on these allies and the payoff for what they do, because if you notice, none of them have really on hits. There's a couple that give like +1 counters, right? Like you have Mora Lefay that gives a +1 counter and instant speed. Chum like is probably the most significant because it makes you attack into it. But none of them have on hits. There's no Kyloria in here. There's no natural when you swing this happens for the most part, like an erudition. So you need like more fodder, basically is what I'm saying. Like you couldn't make them legendary. They're not powerful enough in themselves when they swing to make them legendary. So, did you meet Will or Kevin, Kidder Fox? I don't think there's going to be a weapon, Dragon Soul. I don't think there's going to be a weapon. Like, if we look at this, we have 2 Majestics left for Pirate Necromancer. I don't think one of these is a weapon. And we already got the signature weapon, right? I could be wrong, but I do think we'll have a pirate weapon somewhere, and you'll be able to use a pirate weapon, but I don't think we're going to get a Necromancer specific weapon. Yeah, the art hits hard. It's one of my favorite arts of all of it. The weirdest art of all the allies, and this is no hate because Simon does awesome work after I looked up all the other cards he's done for the game, is this Chowder card. This card is so much different. Like, it's like watercolor. It's so interesting. Definitely not the same art style as any of the other cards in the set. Yeah, you will naturally go through the deck super fast. It could be. It could be, James. I personally would be okay with Gravy not having a weapon. because it makes sense for Necromancer, right? Like, you play any RPG ever, the whole point of a Necromancer is they don't have a weapon. They raise a bunch of undead allies that overwhelm the opponent. In my mind, thematically, Gravy shouldn't have a weapon. At least not a natural one. I think that's the whole point, Sharp. I don't think Rangers supposed to... I mean, they do have a weird weapon. They have a couple, but I don't think they're supposed to have a crazy weapon. The whole craziness is being able to play cards like freaking... Where is it? The stupid card. Return Fire, which is a 0 for 7, and being able to make harpoons and play harpoons with overpower and, you know, have all these buffs and stuff. I don't think it's supposed to have like a good weapon. I think they're trying to get by having an overrate weapon because they've learned the sins of Voltaire and a little bit of Death Dealer, and they're trying to get around that with abilities. You think he does them all? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Like, if he ends up having a weapon, like, you know, makes complete sense to me. But if he didn't have a weapon, I wouldn't be surprised either, to be honest. Would need at least something to fill that one hand slot, even if you're not attacking with it per se. True. I mean, you could run like a shield or something, couldn't you? How does offhand work? Excuse me not knowing rules. Can you run just an offhand? And then also, can you run 2 offhands? You really can't, can you? I don't think you can. I've never looked up that rule. I've never had to. Favorite ally revealed. That's hard, James. So I'll give you a couple answers. From a competitive standpoint, I want to find a way to break Humperdinck, but I think the most consistent ally that I actually like a lot, that some people... Is it not on here? Have they not added it to this? They might have not. They haven't, have they? Because it's technically not a high C spoiler. It's a Armory deck spoiler. Where is it? Sawbones. Sawbones is my favorite from everything. When you talk about competitiveness, you talk about art and just flavor, I like Sawbones the best. This card is a 2-card 8 at a minimum, right? That allows you to also prevent damage, which against like some of the go wide aggro decks that we're going to be dealing with, right? Like Kadachis or, you know, Kunais, like being able to instant speed the next time your power you control would deal damage this turn, prevent one of that damage. Like you basically say like, okay, you're trying to kill my 1-power Cuddy Shark. Okay, well, it's going to take 2 Kadachis to do that. Or not a 1-power Cuddy Shark. Where is it? Where's the 1-power one? What is it called? Oh my gosh, not Cuddy Shark. Why am I having a brain fart right now? Here we go. Limpet. Sorry. You want to kill Limpet, which is a really good card. You know, it's going to take multiple attacks to do that. And just like pissing off your opponent and making their attacks be even less value, I like Sawbones the best. But there's a lot. From an art perspective, funny enough, it's probably Cuddy Shark. I just like the look of this card. This card looks sick. I'm weird, though. This is, like, not that crazy of a looking card. Shelly is so weird. I looked at Shelly for a solid 2 minutes to understand where the head was. Call me stupid, but I was like, how is this body? It took me a second to figure out how it actually looked. Rigor Mortis? That's an interesting one, kid. I mean, Rigor Mortis is just, like, meat and potatoes, right? Like, it's really good. This is a 0-card 6. If you discard it. Or if you can get a resource off of Dead Threads, you can swing this for free. Or a 1-card 6, essentially. Like, depending on how your hand looks. I mean, even just like super, super stupid simple, right? You can call the grave, go get a rigor mortis, put it in grave, gain a resource off dead threads, play rigor mortis. You couldn't swing with it, but you could get out at least. Hope Sawbones gets a Marvel at some point. I don't know, where would we see it? Hamal in the treasure pack? No, not treasure packs. Where would we even see it? Because it might not be in the set. This might be a Majestic exclusive for the Armory deck. Because Chum is in High Seas. I think Sawbones is like Armory deck exclusive, right? Could be wrong though. I think it is. Maybe expansion slot? Yeah, I don't think they give an expansion slot for that. Can you imagine old time with Ram's head and Stalagmite? That's true, AJ. That's a good way to look at it. So it's not possible. That's funny. I figured the last unrevealed card in the previous pack was his weapon. Possibly. True, AJ. You could have a weapon just in the Armory deck, but then you're going to get... I hope that doesn't happen, because then you're going to get on our Hunter's Clave issue, but that's near. We won't talk about that. Sung Jin Woo was a Necromancer. He had weapons. Sung Jin Woo is not just a Necromancer, Setsu. We know this. We know this. Sung Jin Woo is everything, right? He's multi-classed. For play, yeah, for play and vibes all together, James is definitely Sawbones. Oh, Titan's Fist is Scuba, James. This card is literally just like a hammer that says, like, if you ignore me, I'm just going to keep swinging at you. It has 4 health, which is really annoying to try to kill, especially if you don't have the deck that does it efficiently. And this is a mirror breaker card. We were talking about this last night on the table pit too. Like, this is a mirror breaker, somewhat, not like win-loss level, but being able to cycle in the mirror your opponent's allies back into their deck so they can't play them. Pretty good. Bonesaw is ready. Oh my gosh, that is a throwback. Sharp. Still my favorite Spider-Man, to be honest. I know some people didn't like Tobey Maguire's like whininess in that film, right? But that's what I grew up on, I guess. Maura LaFay is very good sloop. If anything, Flesh and Blood has learned a lot about +1 counters. +1 counters are good. Oh, Hamal, I see your DM. I see your DM. That's so weird. Why is it? That does make sense though from the number. Okay. Wow. Yeah, +1 counters are good, Sloop. Hey, and this is a card that's just annoying because no one wants to attack into this. I mean, if you're a go wide deck like Syndra, like this is nothing. But if you're like a Bravo or a Florian or a Verdance or anybody, no one wants to attack in this card. It doesn't even swing, but you have to. You have to get rid of this card. Hamal, I'm so dumb. I just saw that. That's so funny. Wait, that annoys me, dude. That actually annoys me a little bit for different reasons. We won't talk about it. Maybe I'm just in love with Siege Rhino. Yeah. Good luck, Sloop, at the Armory. Hope you have fun, my friend. On a Friday night, too, no less. Just can kind of relax a little bit. I'm going to go to Armories this week as a work, but I'm going next week. I don't know what I'm going to play, though. I just want to play this. I don't want to play a lot of people have this issue, right, when they're wanting to play a new hero. Like, I'm literally going to get my Gravy Bones Armory deck on pre-release weekend, and I'm just going to play the Armory deck at my Armory. I don't care. Florian has Rune Rager Swarm for it. I mean, sure, Kidder Fox, but I mean, now you're playing like a really crappy version of Florian if you're just playing a bunch of Rune Rager Swarms and Swarming Gloomveils. That's just my opinion, though. We'll see. The expansion slots has me drooling because I want to use your expansion slot cards so much. She needs one so bad. Kidder, we've talked about this before. I don't know what they would give Uziri that doesn't also benefit all the other assassins. And since Assassin just got a whole slew of stealth, I don't know what they would give her. Unless they gave her a specialization again. I haven't fully built it, but I did print out all the new cards for Gravy. Going to be playing the deck after tonight. That's sick. Our Armory, people can say this is right or wrong or indifferent. Not every Armory, but we do proxies when new sets come out. Like we've literally written on the cards and like Sharpie and just play. If people don't want to play against proxies, and we only do it for the first week. If people don't want to play against proxies, then we immediately switch out. Like it's not like a we will do this type thing, but we do. Not gonna lie. We also wait till the set comes out, but oh, you could switch for the prior card on the combat chain. That'd be kind of cool. Also about to head out to an Armory myself. Nice, Care Fox. Who are you on right now, Kit? Are you on your Mario? Or are you on Slippy? Or are you just playing Uziri? Okay, so let's talk about some of these allies, right? I'm probably gonna go to the easiest way to do it is probably this way. Necromancer. Can you do ally? Can I just do it this way? Necromancer. Ally. Heck yeah. There we go. Is there a way to like actually like there's gotta be. This is where my freaking OCD comes into play. Is there not? Yeah, there it is. I was about to say there is a subtype. We actually have a lot of allies, and we're still missing, depending on what is here, right here, 46, 47, we're still missing 2 allies at minimum, and these might be allies, they might not be, who knows. But right now we have what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 allies? Nice, Sloop, that's sick. Luckily, all the allies are yellow, so no new player can play them against you. Oh my gosh, Ultra, you're right. That would be awful. That would be awful. I mean, new's going to be gone in 2 weeks anyway. New will be gone in the first full week of Nats, so won't have to worry about new much longer. I still don't understand when the timing is for Chum to redirect is. You would have to do it before they declare the attack price. Like, you couldn't, like, activate in the layer step and then it diverts. Like, so you'd have to actually do it before they start attacking. So the first time you get priority, something pops. So a way they can get around Chum, to my understanding, is if it's, like, one big attack. Like, let's say they're trying to kill, I don't know, Mora LeFay, but they only have one action. If they just immediately start attacking into her, you're not going to have the chance to, and nothing else gave you priority at the start of the turn, you're not going to be able to activate Chum. Either a non-attack action or M weapon. I could see, yeah, you're probably right, Hamal. Set order has syntax, so allies would get grouped together. Okay. That makes sense. See, y'all know this way better than me. Well, you of all people know this. But I don't follow this stuff like I should. Not a bit. Okay, so main set has 21, side set has 11. Okay. That's sick, kidder. Do you think CNC belongs in gravy? Trying to decide if I want to buy in right now or not. I mean, CNC Dragon Soul. I think it's the one card that you never can say is not a good thing to buy in the game. You know what I mean? And I know that's not the exact answer you're looking for. I would guess it will be in the deck. It's just because it's CNC. But you also could not play CNC in this deck, and I think it'd be equally as powerful. It's just Command Conquer's Command Conquer. You know what I mean? But if you have a limited budget, I would save your money to make sure you get all the gravy stuff you need first, and then buy your CNCs if you have money left over. I don't know what your budget looks like. I think gravy probably plays all the 2-for-6s. Yeah, so we'll talk about these. I'm not gonna do like an arbitrary grade, but I will say like main board, sideboard, tech card type thing. The main board allies for sure are Chum. I think Cuddy definitely makes the main board in my opinion because it's a one cost. You can play this for essentially free off of Dead Threads. It has 4 life. It's very difficult to deal with, and it can give +1s to your allies. So it doesn't put counters, but it gives +1, and it's just incremental value, right? And so I think you could, get some really good value off of that. I think, where's the other main board? Mora Le Fay is main boarded. Now, I don't know if this will be a 3-of. I know the card's good. I just don't want to draw 2 of these in the same hand. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But it depends on the deck I'm playing against. But it's definitely main board regardless. I think Rigor Mortis is main boarded because this is essentially a 0-for-6 off Dead Threads, right? Using that floating resource. Way too good. And I think Sawbones is main boarded. And then a 1-of, maybe 2 Humperdinck. So, yeah, main board allies I think are Chum, Cuddy Shark, that's 3-6. I think you run 3 Rigor Mortis at 9. This is just initial thoughts, right? Actually, here, I can even just show you. This is what I have. I have Chum in the main board right now, Cuddy Shark. Again, this is insane grain of salt, y'all. It's just for fun. 2 more Le Fay, 3 Rigor Mortis, 3 Sawbones. I have 3 Scubas because I think this card's sick, where you can just keep swinging for 4. Like, this is just a hammer that they have to deal with. But I could see us maybe being sideboard. And then a 1-of, Humperdinck. So we have at least, I'd say, 15-ish main board is where I'm starting, 15 to 18. I think the best sideboard one is Limpet. Limpet is based, like we were talking about last time on Table Pit, is basically a Chelicera. It's a 1-for-2 go again. Now, you could argue that this is main boarded, but I think against certain heroes, this might not be worth it, but who knows? Maybe you swap out Scuba. Maybe Scuba goes in the sideboard and Limpet goes in the main. The ones that I don't think are quite worth it, I think Swabby is just more of a limited or more just like, a common, just a casual common. It's a 3-for-7, but it's essentially a 5 resource, 7 attack. So it's a 5-for-10 essentially if you count the value of them killing it with no other additional context of how they killed it. It's a 5 resource 10 play, which is pretty good. I mean, that's technically overrate. 2-for-6, 3-for-7, 4-for-8, 5-for-9. It's overrate about 1, but I don't think it's enough. Where else? Shelia is another interesting one. I don't know how to feel about this. It has the same thing as Scuba, where it's just basically a hammer swing. So the only difference is Scuba is free to play, Shelia is not. So essentially you're looking at, 2 cards nets you at a minimum. I mean, you need 3 cards really to make this work. 3 cards nets you 9 value. It's like on rate. It's not that great. So yeah, Bryce, I have cut down. I'm pretty much only at Assassin and Ninja now. And even my assassin stuff, I've kind of like gone down to minimum rarity. I'm kind of sad that Coldville Legendaries will only feature in the treasure packs. I need that EA Dead Threads. Yeah, that's going to be a hard thing, Dragon Soul, is because, like, and again, I'm not going to get into all the negative stuff. I'll just kind of leave it as it is. But with the what seems like the distribution issues with this set, right, being not underprinted, that's the wrong word, but not being printed enough. And then, you know, some of the logistical issues that some countries are having. And just the demand and hype for the set and a new hero. Like, those treasure packs are going to be a pretty penny. They're going to be insane. I was a Zim gamer. I have Iris, Syndra, Verdance, but none of those I love. I only. Oh, so did you start on Zen? Over demanded, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, Hamal, you definitely would know better than me. I saw the Min-Max video saying that I guess they reached out to LSS, and LSS says they weren't expecting the demand for the set, which I wonder how much more it was, but that isn't here nor there. You're releasing a class that people have been begging for literally 4 years, and it's pirates. But I mean, I'd rather underprint slightly than, not drastically, but I'd rather slightly underprint than slightly overprint, so I get it. Give you your headpiece, like if the opponent is marked when the stealth leaves the combat chain, banish it instead and grants text. That's a lot of text, but that makes sense, Sharp. Oh, you started on Prism, moved to Zen after the book bans? Oh, gotcha. A lot of stores as well who saw H&T pop off got more, and new stores on board. Yeah, I'm just noticing in our area, like, we have 3 stores, and they all sell pretty good. And all of their allocations were less. And we have some buying power in our group. Like, people buy boxes. It's not like stuff sits on shelves. Oh, true. Yeah, because the printing probably got finalized a couple sets ago. So, hey, it's a good problem to have. You know what I mean? It's a good problem to have. So, yeah, this is the, we'll just look at it for fun. This is the pseudo deck that I've just been putting together for fun. Again, huge grain of salt. I would not use this as gospel. This is just, you know, it's spoiler season. This is what we do. The blue base, I'm at, what, 31 blues? Yeah, 31 blues. Call of the Grave, obviously. Card's stupid. This card now, when you combine Chart the High Seas with Compass and being able to tell, like, if it's worth it, it gets so good. They can always do a wave 2 if you overprint. That could be a detriment. 100%. There's a lot of layers, Dragon Soul, in my opinion, from, I'm trying to use the right verbiage here, from an ethical standpoint of, like, pricing and the gouging that will happen because we're going into U.S. Nats and we're going into national season. So you have a short printed, it's not really short printed, but an underprinted set with a brand new class that everybody and their mother knew was going to be popular 4 years ago in arguably our most busy and impactful season of the year in that. So you're going to get, like, pricing's going to be insane. I just feel for that situation. I'll just leave it at that. I love Toolbox Nature is Zen. I probably like Katsu if I didn't feel so underpowered. Yeah, Katsu is amazing if the power was there. But yeah, Chart the High Seas in when you couple it with Compass is insane. Like, this card is, look at the top 2 cards of the deck. You may pitch a blue from among them, put the rest in your graveyard, create a gold token for each yellow card put in the graveyard this way. Like, you're able to effectively, if you see Sawbones on top and a blue, any blue at all, put Sawbones in grave, make a gold token, put the blue in pitch, play Sawbones, and swing with it. So you just did a 1-card 6 that's essentially a 1-card 8. Essentially, a 1-card 8, counting the 2 life that they're going to have to push through. So you did for 0 resources, essentially, you did a 1-card 8. It's 0 for 8. Like in layman's terms, right? Like, yes, you use 3 cards to do it, but that's just the synergy that card can give you. Dominant Amulet's fun. I don't know if it's worth it yet or not, but we're going to play it for fun. This card, we already talked about this card. This card's stupid. Like, to be able to do this, if you feel like reading this, you can screenshot it. This is a Christmas line, but, like, you're able to get, like, 25 value plays with Humperdinck or even other stuff with this card. This card's absolutely bonkers. Being able to play 2 allies, if it's not Humperdinck, being able to play 2 allies for free, because you could even have, like, 2 chums, essentially. Let's just put in a perfect world, right? Or even a chum and, like, you know, a Sawbones. The chum's going to be played for free because you're going to play Give No Quarter. Your hero ability is going to be turned on. If you put an ally in grave this turn, like draw discard like a chum or something, now you can play chum for free with the 1 resource from Dead Threads and then the 3- from Give No Quarter. And then you also can play like Sawbones for free. Like, you can just do some dumb stuff. And when you couple that with cards like Flying High or any way to give something go again, Gold Kiss Rum tokens, it's going to get really dumb. Like, this card is almost always going to be a tempo swinger. True, Sawbones Prevention. Yeah, it's broken as hell. This card's also extremely good. Portside Exchange, discard a card, then draw a card. If it's a yellow card, discard this way, create a gold token. So you're able to, like, turn on Dead Threads, create a gold, turn on Watery Grave. Like, you could essentially play this. You could look at the top of your, like, again, this is like small synergies that sound like Christmas lines, but they're not. When you're opting a lot and when you're draw discarding, you're going to see these lines a lot. Like, if you know, if the only card you have in your hand is Portside Exchange and you have Compass, you can look at the top of your deck. Let's say you see, you know, a Rigor Mortis. You can play, if you want to, play Portside Exchange, draw Rigor Mortis, discard Rigor Mortis, gain the resource from Dead Threads, then play Rigor Mortis for free if you feel like it. Now you got to tell your opponent, okay, you have to deal with this. And if it's not a good wide opponent, that's really annoying. Just do stupid little things. Or you can just discard it, make the gold token, and pass. Like, it's not that big a deal. I do think, when we'll see what happens, because we're going to get more pirate actions that make gold in some way, shape, or form, right? But I don't think Gravy Bones needs a ton of gold. Like, I know the instant ability of destroy a gold to control, draw a card, then discard a card is very good, but we already have 6 ways to generate gold in the deck with Portside Exchange and with Loan Shark. And I think that's enough. I personally think that's enough. You're not going to need to draw discard with Gravy Bones if you don't want to, because you have so many other ways to do it in the deck. Like, Call the Grave is a discard engine, Charter of the High Seas is a discard engine, Portside Exchange is a discard engine that also makes a gold. You have Sigil of Cycles if you want to play that. I'm playing it. There's just a bunch of different ways to do it. So I don't know how much gold generation you're really going to need, personally. But we'll see. It might be more. But yeah, the other blues, Portside Exchange is really, really good. I'm running Rally Locals. It just makes sense. Like, you attack for 2 and you have an ally in hand and you discard your ally. Like, again, funny line. You have a Rowdy Locals and you have a Rigor Mortis in hand. If they choose to take the damage from Rowdy Locals and you have somehow could give it go. It was Gold Kiss. Oh, let me read this. Yeah, you could use Gold Kiss on, like, next action card gets go again. Play Rowdy Locals. They let it hit. Discard Rigor Mortis. Gain a resource. Or no, because you have to play. Yeah, because you played a blue card. And then you can play Rigor Mortis out. Just stupid stuff. I don't know. I've looked at Fool's Gold, Dragon Soul, but I haven't really like thought about it. You know what I mean? Let's go back to it. I haven't like tried to wrap my head around it yet. Where is it? There it is. When this is discarded, create a gold token. You just have to discard it, and I don't know. It just has to line up, right? It does pitch, which is nice. That is the good thing about it. But I don't know. It's a rare too, which is really interesting. But yeah, Sift is, decent. It's just a 0-cost blue that turns on your hero ability. And then you can play cards from Wire Your Grave. Sigil Cycles, again, same thing. The draw discard, play in a blue. It's really, really good. Sunken Treasure is really interesting. If you just want to, and this is another gold creator, so like you have 9 gold creators in the deck. This round's on me. I'm not sure about. I'm just putting it in for right now because it does slow people down depending on who they are. Although when people attacking your allies, this round's on me doesn't go, negate their attack because they're not attacking you. They're attacking an ally. And then tip the Barkeep. And then my inventory is completely just random. I have Limpet in the side. And this is my maybe board. Last Ditch Effort for funsies. Warmonger's Truce, Time Snap, Kelpie. I put all the other allies in here. This card's really interesting. If people decide to attack into you and not your allies, you could block with this, and it's a block 5, which is really powerful. I think Ripple Away will be pretty good. Taking away anything that makes gold as an action card. So, let's see what else we got here. Have they released any other Ranger stuff since we've been? No, nothing else. Bluefin Harpoon. I don't know if they've put this in here. Also, if you have the means to do so, and you care enough, and I mean that in like a genuine way, definitely think about supporting Fabry and Talishar on Patreon. Help these people out. Like, they do so much. Like, our game is, in my opinion, is more popular because of these platforms, because of the simplicity and the ease that people can see cards and mess with decks and do all that other stuff. Like, I don't think our game would be where it is without these websites. Yeah, you could play with some one-ofs. I think it's just, if it's a card that you don't want to see 2 of in the same hand, Bryce, and it's not a 3 of. Here, let me open this card. This card's nuts. It's a Ranger card, obviously, but this card's really good. Bluefin Harpoon. Like, it's a harpoon, right? So, Go Fish, when it hits a hero, they choose a reveal a card from their hand. If it's a blue, they discard it. If you activate a cannon this turn, instead look at their hand and choose a card. So you can give this go again with the boots. And I don't know if there's going to be another cannon besides the actual, like, generic freaking... It's not generic, but you know what I mean. The normal just weapon cannon. Because this is the only cannon we have right now, right? But there might be one more somewhere, some way. But this card's nuts. With the boots, specifically. Like a 2-for-4 go again that could potentially rip a card from their hand or just give you info. Really, really, really good. How many cards have they not added yet? Let's see, just for funsies. Is Cuddy the only card they haven't added, at least initially? That's actually really good. So if I take Cuddy out, can I just play for fun? Just put something else in? Let's put in the Maybe Boys Limpet in there. Sure. Let's do this. See if that works. Oh, it's hilarious. Here, let me see if I can. I'll have to adjust this on the fly. A marionette join me. Oh Lord. I feel like you always want to go first, right? Let's just run 66 for funsies. Who cares? Let me fix this really. See if I can fix this really fast, too. Before this marionette gets impatient. Not in a bad way. It's just I feel bad. That works. If y'all can see that, does that work for y'all? Sorry, I've remessed with some of my scenes. Yeah, I'll fix it in a second. So we can place. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So this enters the arena, create 2 gold tokens. We can chart the high seas here and just play chum. Wait, let's do this first. See if this actually works. Yeah, so we'll pitch a blue here. So we've now played a blue card, so we can do cards with Watery Grave if we feel like it. Or we can just play chum like out immediately. This is I should have done the instant first. I'm so dumb. Moray Le Fay is a pretty good one. Let's do this. Discard. Hell yeah. We're balling now, y'all. Here. 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 Let's just have... I have 1 floating. Let's do this for funsies. Probably should put it on chum. Okay, so you want to do Moray Le Fay. Can I not instant? Oh, does chum's instant not work right now? If it doesn't, that's completely fine. It doesn't. Oh. It's fine. Let's look at the top of our deck. Hoist them ups on top. Okay, so being able to see what they're going to banish off the top of the deck is pretty sick. So chum isn't 100% working here. Oh, it's because we can't discard a card with Water Grave. I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Nova. See, reading the card explains the card. I'm gonna do that like a cajillion other times. So if y'all want to roast me, feel free to. Feel free to. So 2 more blue and cards in. Okay. Okay. I feel like if they have CNC, they have CNC, right? But I think we pitch a blue here to give. That's what we should have done then. If I would have thought about the fact that I couldn't discard, I would have put a counter on chum last turn, not Moray, but it's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. We're learning here, y'all. We're learning. Learning is occurring. Oh, this is about to be stupid. Oh, because it doesn't untap. Okay, we're learning, y'all. High tide. There are 2 more. Heck yeah. So, oh, this is so funny. This is sick. They already have most of the cars working in California. I'm telling you, these people are insane. I don't know how they do it. No sleep, I guess. I know what I'm doing tonight at 3 a.m. Okay, so they're just taking this. And then we're going to swing with Chum. Oh, they probably have 2 directs. Okay. Okay, so we could draw a discard if we wanted to here, but we don't know it's on. Oh, we do know it's on top of our deck. It's a hoist them up, right? So now we just swing with Chum for 5. So that was a 3-card 13. Not bad. So we can't use Hoist 'em Up's ability, which is fine. Oh, we're savoring and we're bloodshedding. Is this hits a marked hero? Okay. Oh, they're going after us here. All right. Let's see here. No, like we can't tap it. Oh yeah, we can tap it. No, we don't want to tap it though. Actually, we probably did want to tap it there, but I'm just gonna go with what I got. Okay. Let's look at the top of the deck here. What we got? What we got? What we got? We got a port side exchange. Okay. I think this is where we play it, but I don't know what the heck I'm gonna get here. We'll keep this first. Let's play Call of the Grave first. What do we want to get? So if we go and get that, we can play it for free. And then swing with Chum. But is that worth it? What's up, Buck? Yes, please. I appreciate you. Or we can just go get Rigor Mortis. If we go and get Rigor Mortis, we gain the resource from Dead Threads. We can play Dead Threads. Or play Rigor Mortis for free. No. We should just go for the big boy just for fun, huh? Let's just go for the big boy just for fun. I think we do that regardless. Let me gain a resource here. I don't know if this is right. I just want to play the card. We're not about making highly efficient plays here. We just want to play the big boy. Oh, we can still swing. And if we get a card with Watery Grave next turn, then we just... Actually, should we swing with this? No, we shouldn't swing with this. Yeah. That's fine. Whatever. They're going to have to deal with something at some point. We got 13 health on the board. We probably should keep this, but 5-card hand with Assassin, they can probably clear Chum pretty easily. No go. Well, now I wish I would have, man. $13 health on the board is actually stupid. Interesting. Okay, so they're going after us here. We have Give No Quarter again, which doesn't really do anything for us right now. I think we just let this hit. I don't think this matters. Okay. Yeah, it definitely doesn't matter now. That's fine. We're going to be marked anyway. I'd rather use the sink on something else. CNC, huh? Okay. Okay, so you're killing Chum. Sick. So let's see what's on top of the deck first, because this Sift might be pretty good. Okay, so it's not. All right, so we probably should just play Loan Shark out here. Make 2 gold, and then swing for 11. They have to get that card off the board. Like right now. Okay. That will be for 1, 2, 6. It would kill it. Okay, they're not going for that. Oh, wouldn't it kill it? That sucks. We're okay with this because if they end up discarding here, which they don't, so we're no longer marked. I mean, if they're not going to take care of this guy, we're just going to keep swinging with it. Especially if I can sink below and draw into a blue. We're about to do something really dumb if we can do that. Oof, that sucks. Okay, no, we just crown this. We can just crown this. Give us a blue. Boo. Okay. We could play the Porkside Exchange now. Yeah, I think we just play the Porkside Exchange here. We discard Whaler because that's not very useful to us right now. Probably should have discarded Chum, but it's fine. Maybe we do crack a gold here. Well, first, instead of doing that, let's look what's on top. Okay, we do have a blue on top. Okay, so now, yeah, let's crack a gold. Yep. Okay, so now we can do this. We have 2, 4, 5. We don't quite have the resources we need, but it's okay. To swing with Chum. Do we play? If we do this, we need to find a blue here. That's not blue. It's okay though. 2, 4, 5. Do we say screw it and do it one more time? I'm gonna do it one more time. Oh, we still didn't get it. That's fine. Let's play out Sawbones here. Then we can swing with Sawbones. Oh no, not swing with Sawbones. I'm stupid. It's fine. We tried. We're doing funny stuff just to do it. Can't swing with Sawbones, but we still get the ability. If they choose to do it. So now we do this. So it's not going to kill it. That's hilarious. This isn't going to kill it. Dang. Love to see it. Yeah, the attacks. So turn. I don't think they realize Sawbones can prevent. They're going to have to change how they do it. It still doesn't kill it. They declined invitation to chat. I'm trying to help you. They quit. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we did not play well that game. But that's the whole fun point of this, right? Gravy, I don't know if it's strong in it or not, Chris, but it's fun. Giving things So we definitely want to try flying high in the deck then. Because maybe over sea legs. We probably don't need sea legs in the deck anymore. Let's put the diamond amulet on the side just for funsies. But I don't think we need flying high in the deck. Oh, wrong one. Man, Greybones is really working on a skeleton crew. Ooh, Rhinarl. This is going to be crappy. I feel like this is going to be really bad. This is also the funny thing about when you play an open queue before any set release. You always get people that legitimately do nothing. I'm not saying this Rhinor's going to do this, but legitimately do nothing but play heroes to try to hard counter the new heroes. Like, I remember when Prism's new weapon came out and I tried it. I would play against, like, I'm just going to say a random hero, like a 5 with like 15 poppers. And I was like, dude, we both know what you're doing here. Ooh, that's spooky. That's spooky, babe. Okay, so no reason not to do this first. Let's try to learn from mistakes here. Okay, so we got to limp it on top. So we can play a chart the high seas, get the limpet out early, which is good. Okay, so a sync blow is there. Is it like a you have to type thing? Oh, so it's put the rest in your graveyard no matter what. Got it. That's fine. Let's destroy a gold. This is fine. I just want to try this because this round's on me. I really don't want. Okay, so that's fine. Discard that. Do this. Do this. Play this out. Swing with it. Made a crap ton of gold. So this is instant. Destroy this. Your next action this turn gets go again. So we can swing for something with go again. Good morning, Dagash. How are you doing, my friend? Okay. They discarded a reckless swing for a reckless swing. That sucks. Nothing you can do about it, though. Gosh, if we would have just passed then, they'd have been in trouble. Okay, so they're going to be able to claw us. Aha! That sucks for you. I think we just take this because we don't want to block with either one of our blues here. Whoops. Turns out running a bunch of non-sixes in your deck isn't good. Can you show your list? I'm doing well on you. Pretty well. All right, so we got a little scuba action there. So I do think we crack a gold here to draw into the scuba and then discard the scuba. We then play tip the barkeep. No. We play scuba. Activate the gold. Oh, we have to do it to our hero. Got it. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. One go again. And then we swing with Scuba. Hope my friend loses his hammer. Nice. Thanks, Tigash. I appreciate it. I don't have like a set list right now. I mean, I have one, but it's not like a tune list at all. I'll make it public on February just so people can find it. But it's nothing too crazy. I have 81 cards in this list somehow. Oops. Let's just take this out. That's fine. I'm coming, Reinar. Okay. Do we just... well, Limpet won't get go again if we play it, right? So now we just swing with this, and then we discard the Moray because we haven't made a gold this turn from Loan Shark. Discard the Moray, which is completely fine. So now we're starting to build a board that they got to think about, because now we have a hammer swing. Every single turn we have a hammer swing. Live and die by the scabs, my friend. Hate to see it. Sorry, y'all. I'm fixing this on the fly. I don't have this scene set for Talishar perfectly. There we go. That works. Sick. So now they got to pick. So Limpet, this is why Limpet's really good, because Limpet's like just an annoying Chalicera every single time. They might have to run Gambler's Gloves. Okay, so they're just going to swing at me here. Got it. We have a Porkside Exchange. It's actually pretty good. My man needs to get off Brute, right? This is actually a pretty big block. I think we blocked this because we're just giving ourselves go again here. Which is pretty good. Getting the Quicken's pretty nice. They're not attack action cards, though. And they're not weapons. That is true. I didn't think about that. These are allies still. They're action cards. We can tap our hero. Let's tap this first. See what's on top. Okay, so it's a Limpet. Got it. So, actually, no, sorry. Let's just do this. Just do the hammer swing. We'll put Loan Shark back in our deck. No, we want to keep Porkside Exchange, I think. They want to keep scabbing over and over, they can. So many interesting play lines. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I kind of had to do that. I hope they drew 2 reds. Be very funny. No, there's that. We just take this all day long. There's no point in blocking this. So we really can't. Okay. A lot of damage there. A lot of damage. Okay, so Port Star Exchange definitely is the first one. Discard that. Gain the resource. Play Rigor Mortis for free. Or do we pay for Frey? No, we play Rig for free here. Yeah, I should be able to here in a second. Let me think through this. I got you there, Digesh. Play Flying High here. Attack with Rigor Mortis for 6 go again. 7 go again. Let's see what's on top of the deck. Ooh, this round's... Oh, that's actually huge. Our next action this turn gets go again, so we definitely want to do this. Play Moray. Instant, put it on limp. Swing with limp. Oh, you're just screwed now. Close combat chain. Because, like, now you're not going to be able to kill everything. Maybe you don't need to or don't want to, but... Oh, this is about to get gross. This is about to get gross, y'all. You need to kill Faye. See, it's on top of the deck. Lone Shark, okay. That's fine. Let's get Chum in there. Play out the Lone Shark. Play Conqueror of the High Seas. Then we can... It depends if they scowling this or not. If they don't scowling this, then we can activate Moray and then swing 3, 4. Yeah, and we can swing Scuba for 5 and limp it. Yeah, let me fix this, Digesh. Sorry about that, my friend. I'm used to like not having it. I got you. I got you, my friend. Just adjust this a little bit here. This card's gross. This is gonna... Conqueror is gonna be like a $70 card. It's gonna be. It's a 2 for 8 go against CNC. Now, they can just try to kill me, right? Like, that's always an option. Because I'm still below pretty bad in life. Okay, they didn't do it, which is good for us. Do we keep putting it on Limpet? I think we do because they don't ever want to kill Limpet. Like, that's just awful for them. Okay, so they're trying to save some cards here. Instant, put it on Limpet. Swing a Limpet. 3 go again. 4 go again. Swing this. Oh. Yep. Put Flying High back in our deck. Have you used the chest yet? Yeah, I just used it just now. But yeah, the chest is good. It's just understanding when to use it. They have to kill Moray. Wait. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Wait, I am so confused on that one. Oh, wait, I can do this. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh, being able to do that is insane. You can activate Death Threads on their turn with Moray and then put another counter on it. That's hilarious. Which now forces them to kill Limpet. Which is completely fine. 100% would have killed Moray, but discard a card. Sick. Oh, we can't play that for free, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Chum is not quite there. So you can play that. I think they're just going to try to kill us next turn. So Conquer might not be the best play here. I actually might want to discard the Conquer. I know that sounds stupid. I think we instant speed this on the rig. Let me just swing rig. For 7. Slowly coming back here. Oh, yeah, if this deck had cash in, Bryce, it'd be stupid. All right, they're probably just going to kill Moray on this turn, is my guess. I would. Let's see what's on top of the deck. We probably should have done that reverse. It's fine. Okay, so Dead Threads, we got to be careful because it doesn't. I keep forgetting that they don't come back on our turn. Okay, so they have to be able to discard here. There's no way. Okay. No. We're going to discard Rigor Mortis here. I think it has to be chum, right? Because it gives my allies +1, which isn't that big a deal, but I'm just testing both because we're running 31 blues already, which is a lot, but it may go to blue for sure. But I do like the fact that I get the +1 and the go again. That's all. They have to attack chum. Oh, they're hatting to play. I don't know if they realize. What do we have intimidated? A scuba and a flying high. Not attacking in a rigor mortis here, though, sucks for them. Okay. Let's do this then. They got a little bit lucky on that one. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. See what's on top of the deck. Rally locals. Doesn't do much for us to crack here. Definitely play scuba. Flying high first. See, this is where flying high helps. Okay, so we have a blue. Sure. Doesn't hurt us at all. They're basically going to have to keep relying on scab skins. Alright, so they definitely have that. Oh, 100%. Yeah, the hero text being active is definitely a good point for sure. I don't think we can block this. We got to see what they're going to do. Being able to do it in damage step now is so good for them. Okay, I think we have to block here just to save some life. They're probably going to swing at scuba here, and that's fine. Oh, they're not. Okay. What's our hand look like? We're going to swing with scuba for free. Or not free, but... So we probably should sink this one. Interesting. Let's block this first. I don't want to waste that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we can play Chum for free, I think. Or no, not free. But okay, so it's a blue. That would pay for that. That would pay for that. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Flying high this. Right locals. Yeah, you can't always crack a goal to draw for sure. That is true. But it doesn't, it only nets you one resource versus that right there. It can just, now I can activate dead threads. Or I can't. Oh, because the ally has been put in my grave this turn. Oh, I ducked up, y'all. All right, now I gotta hope I draw a blue here. Okay, I did. Ugh. I think we have to give up the give no quarter here. Wait, hold up. Sorry. If I played this, this is now free, but this would still cost 3. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. We do want to swing with this, though. We just got to hope we draw a card with Watery Grave. If they activate Scabs... Okay, so they're not going to do it. More of the face. Can we get a block card? We can. Let's discard you. Okay, so we have that. Oof. We're not going to do anything because now they got to attack in a Chum here. They've already used both their this rounds on me's. Yep. Yep. That helped a lot. Okay. For what? Oh, just for fun. I was like, wait, what are they doing? Okay. We obviously haven't played this to the best of our abilities, but this isn't really a highly teched Rhinar list, just Rhinar. Definitely some better ways you can play. This round's on me is kind of useless, I feel like. But we'll probably get some better blue pirate cards, I'm guessing. Okay. We can't swing Scuba. I mean, we could try this. See if we get a blue. We did. Let's go. Flying high. We've cycled like 5 cards back in with Scuba so far, which has been pretty sick. Okay. Don't have a choice here. I have not tried Rally the Rear Guard Nova. I heard it's pretty good, though. Makes sense. All right, so Chart the High Seas is in there. So we should probably put Sawbones. I don't think having 2 Scubas is worth it. Oof, that hurts. That hurts. I mean, this doesn't hurt us anymore. I mean, we're not going to draw into a red. We got to try to find a blue here. Bro, do we not have a blue? I really need a blue here. There we go. Really needed a blue there, and we got it. I thought about that differently. I mathed wrong, but it's all good. It's not that big a deal. Now we don't have to use dead threads, which is nice. Attack for 6. Yeah, you could have done with the yellow too, but I want to. Yeah, you're right. 100%. Still getting used to the math on this here for sure. I do not attest to being a mathematician. They're probably thinking if they want to brute life me next turn and try to scabs me. Because if they don't generate action points next turn, then I'm going to start just slowly taking cards from their hand every turn. Chum could have been better for sure, but I want to apply pressure. The problem with putting Chum out is they just kill Chum next turn because it's Rhinar and they can get to 6 very, very easily. And then I'm at square one again. So I'd rather throw some damage at them and tell them, like, okay, next turn, if you don't roll scabs and get, hit what you need to hit or don't have enough action points, and I start to get you to 2 to 3 life, then all my swings start to matter. That's the way I look about it. This deck would be very difficult chaos for someone new to the game. Not saying you wouldn't enjoy yourself by any means. But this would be a very difficult deck to start on. There's a lot of moving parts in this deck. See, now what we can do. Look at the top of our deck. Is not that. Okay. So we can... Do we do that here is the question. I was trying to find a way to play Chum on their turn. We'll see what they roll first. Okay. We have a good blocking hand, though. If I would have saw a Watery Grave card on top, Okay. They're just hoping that I don't have... Oh, if I... Yeah, I have to do it that way, don't I? Honestly, I probably could have kept a card and activated Sawbones. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Yeah, but the problem with map, though, is if I don't have... I know the top card isn't a blue, right? So they're just relying on scabs at this point. Oh, it was a blue. Okay. Sure. Oh, I can't do it that way. Oh, we're learning. Well then. GG's. Can't do it the way I thought I could. It's alright, we're learning. Not a big deal. We'll probably lose this game. It's okay though. That's hilarious. Because I can't pitch this? Wait, what? What I'll say. Alright, so now we actually can put yellow cards back on our deck. We might as well, right? They have to give me at least one card here. Yeah, there's definitely plays I could have done better, for sure. That's the fun part about doing this, is like it's all new, you know what I mean? They're just relying on scabs at this point. GG's. Honestly, I'm not upset with that, even though I didn't quite play well. Like, being able to, you know, kind of like withhold or prevent a good amount of damage, even with all the no blocks in the deck. Definitely not upset about it. I know it's going to look a little weird on y'all's screen. So y'all are saying rally the rear guard. True. So it's basically a 5 block and then you just play it, potentially. That is an option. I'll have to stew on that more. It's a two cards block for 5, essentially. Makes sense to me. The blue flying high, though, I think you're correct. I think the +1 isn't worth as much as turning on the hero ability. So I do agree with y'all's point on that for sure. I was just evaluating the +1. But better pitch ability, better way to activate hero ability makes complete sense to me. Kano, I'm not looking to play against a Kano right now. Love you to death. You're probably trying out the new card. I'm not looking to play open format Kano. I apologize. I am sorry, my friend. Not today. Oh no, the music came away. Let's restart it. All you Kano players, I appreciate you. Selling out a Syndra. Syndra might be a good counter pick if Gravy ends up being a good deck, but we'll see. Yeah, no, anyone can join. I'm just playing games. I'm just not gonna play against a Kano. Not today. Ooh, Dorinthia is interesting. I don't know if it's smart to go up. We'll just leave it how it is. Probably not ideal how I'm doing it, but YOLO. Because this says when it hits. Yeah. Tip the barkeep is there. Well, that's annoying. We'll keep that there. Ooh, this is rough. Let's try it. I'm going to make them have go again right off the bat. And if they don't, then they're going to have to use boots. Oh yeah, it should be. This should be insanely Dorinthia favorite. Like I said, this is all it is usually. And whenever you play open format right before release, you don't play into decks that are normal decks. You play into everyone's thought process of how do I counter this deck. It's hilarious. Because like they'll play heroes like this that are just gonna be bad in everything else. Dorinthia's not that good, but it's good in gravy. So I'll test gravy or test Dorinthia in the gravy and lose everything else, but it'll be a good gravy matchup. Oh yeah, gravy in the prism would probably be awful. Well, I tried. I tried to call their bluff if they had active layers. Yeah, well, the good thing about Dory Bryce is Dory's terrible any other time, so it doesn't matter. Let's do this. They do not have their boots anymore, which helps us a lot. Double sharpened steel. Okay. Well, this is all face up now. So this is 4. 2, 4, 8. I don't have to do that. 1, 4. Here. I have to do it that way, don't I? Unfortunate. Yep. Iron Song Determination, okay. Actually, it makes no sense to block here. Okay. Do we give up dead threads this early? Probably not. Honestly, I probably should have done quick dodge flexors on the first one too, then just to save some. Let's take limpet back. Sift. I don't know how we approach this matchup yet, but we're gonna figure it out. See if we can get around your reprise. See if we got lucky. Nope. It's fine. Sure. Right now, we're just not seeing anything that makes us singing. Got it. Cool. There's not much reason to play this out, but we'll keep playing it out. Yeah, this match, I mean, I'm going to play it out. I won't be salty, but, like, there is really no point in playing this out. Like, why? I don't care. It's fine. Why play it out, though? Like, you're just like, oh, shoot. I didn't mean to back out. Let him respond. It's just like, there's like two decks. Want to check it out. I mean, yeah, you could check it out, but I mean, it's just a hard counter. That you have to deal with it, though. That's how open queue is. You're going to play against decks that just are built solely to counter your deck. Oh, God, this is awful. I'm sorry, River. I don't want to play the grave. It's fine. Here, I'll play someone else. Love you to death, River. You're chill. We're cool. But I'd rather play against like a normal hero that's either A, not the mirror, or B, not a hard counter. I know I'm kind of like asking for my cake and eating it too when it comes to stuff, but go first here. I think you always want to go first. I feel like here we just kind of have to race. Okay. All right, so we have a chum-friendly first mate. I don't want to have Moray this early. I don't think it's going to do much. Well, that's not useful. Guess we have to just do it this way. Good start. Good chum out Arsenal. That's an awful place for that card to be. No point in blocking this. Okay. Let's see what's here first. Sunken treasure. Okay, that's not very useful. Let's do a Call of the Grave. I guess that's what we do. We know his sunken treasure's on top. Let me just swing 11 here and force them to deal with it on their end. Of course, as warrior fashion, just give all our armor. Yeah, I just catch. I mean, but think about it, though. It's a 5-card 11 plus the 7, so it's like a 5-card 18 value, which isn't like world ending. Because they're gonna have to kill it on the. They don't have to, but they probably should kill it on the next turn. Oh shoot! Well, there's that. And now we just got devalued because they drew to 2 loyalties. So now they're going to have a 4-card hand covering up everything. Oh, yeah, 100%, Chris. I agree. If they can't somehow deal with it, it's really bad for them. If they somehow don't kill it, though, on this turn, and we call the grave a chum in, we're in a good spot. Yeah, prison would be rough. There might be a version of Gravy where you have to run like some general attacks because... Alright, we're not marked here. Okay. So they're going to have to give us both attacks here. But I'm a little bit... They might not be able to kill this. Why would you have not just done it right there? Okay, there it is. So we basically took out all of their armor. Is essentially how that just worked. I think we hold on to Call of the Grave. Let's see what's on top of the deck. Chart the High Seas. It's a good one. Play this out. Yeah, it's just can we get enough going? Chart the High Seas and Call the Grave in the same hand's pretty good. I think we... Wait, did I... Hold up. Oh, from Grave this turn. Oops. So what I should have done is this. Sorry. Still learning. We need to do this. Get rid of the limpet. Discard limpet. Oh, because we haven't played it yet. That's right. Maybe we do it this way. I can't read cards, so that's great. Oh, 2 chums. We made more gold. Okay. Well, that's funny. Because this can be played for free. Huh. Let's crack 1 gold here. If we draw into a blue, we're in good spot. I'm getting greedy as hell here. Okay, we did. Sick. So now we can swing this for go again and then play chum out. Oh shoot, oops. I think chart the high seas is probably better. Okay, sick. See what they decide to do here. Okay. That's fine. They're going to waste an entire attack on that. We're okay with that. Because that's how you get around chum. You just start attacking immediately. Which aggro decks can do. With no priority window. I'm assuming they swing at chum here. Could be wrong. If they don't, we're in a good spot. Okay, they're swinging at me. They probably have an attack action. Oh, they're giving up an attack action. Okay, so we just take this. Okay. I don't think they're swinging at chum here, so... There's nothing in their deck that can kill this. No, if they're not going to swing at chum, I'm going to keep it. If I can keep it for another turn, there's just no reason to tap chum there. I'll just take the damage and start to build a board state. Okay, so Sawbones is good. So we can... Okay. So we know that Chart the High Seas is going to get a Sawbones minimum. Oof. Conquer is not what we want to see, but it's fine. Discard the Rigor Mortis here. Play this. Play the Gold Kiss. Swing 6 go again. Chorus, just give armor because it's warrior, you know? Where we have like a gajillion armor. Oh, we can mega punish now. For them just wanting to give a bunch of armor. And we just keep Moray in a hand just to make sure we have this. Okay. And we can activate Sawbones on Chum which makes it 10 times worse. Okay, so we just activate Sawbones now since they're attacking into it. Let me activate this. Get rid of Moray. Probably should have got Rigor Mortis, but it's fine. Let's do this. Okay. So you're not going to kill it. Okay, sick. So we can do this way to get a little more block power in case we need it. We actually probably discard Sawbones. How does Pledge Fealty rate? I'm trying to help you, but okay. They're trying to figure out why their Pledge Fealty didn't buff their Obsidian Fire Vein. It's because it wasn't on the stack yet. But hey, that's fine. You can quit. Go ahead. I'm trying to help you, but sure. What's up, Card Fight? How you doing, my friend? How are you? Give me 1 second, guys. I know, Gravy. Gravy's so much fun. It's so weird, though. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, I got lost track of time. I go to work here in like 2 hours, which is a little ways away, but it's enough to where I need to get everything straight, pick up the house, eat dinner, kind of hang out. So Card Fight, I'm sorry you came in at the last second. Definitely watch the VOD, though, if you want to watch just some straight games. Had a really good game against a... who was it? Forgot what it was. I don't know. A couple good games. So... But thank y'all so much for hanging out. I'll definitely be playing more. Like I said earlier, if you all have the means to do it from a financial perspective, right? I don't expect anything of anyone. But for Talishar and February specifically, if you have the money to do it and you feel so inclined, definitely feel free to get on their Patreons and give them some support. Like these people that work on these apps, our game would not be where it is without them, in my opinion, from a popularity perspective. Because they allow for so much seamless, like, you know, this integration and use in the game. And they're just really good people. So definitely give them a check out. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Me fumbling around with this new hero and making a bunch of mistakes, but having fun doing it. You know what I mean? What's up, Chris? How you doing, my friend? But yeah, I'm going to go eat dinner, y'all. Pick up around the house, kind of hang out a little bit. And then, yeah. But I'm going to be playing more this week. Today's my Friday. So this weekend I'll definitely be on stream playing some games as more cards are revealed and more put in a Talishar. We'll have some fun with it. But thank y'all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time. I do wish... Oh, by the way, Carbide, yeah, at some point maybe. I think there'll be some integration stuff. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good rest of your night. See ya.